Why does this camera move every time? Right, hello and welcome. You join me, ADG, and I need to come up with a better camera solution. So, something to show you actually. Came the other day. Ooh. Can you see it? There you go, that smoke little stickers. I need to put them somewhere, they're rather small, so I need to put them somewhere where you can see them. But I haven't worked out yet, so we'll do that at a later date. Anyway, we're just going to do some daily racing on Gran Turismo Sport. And here we are, as if we've timed it perfectly. We're looking to do daily race B first, or I am, for no particular reason, but I'm going to jump in daily race B. See what the top 10 guys have done and what times they've put in, what cars they've used. F-Type, Popular, Huracan, RCF, Veyron's even up there in the top 10. But that's the mixture of cars pretty much, so a mixture between 4 cars, and the 145 or below is oh, excuse me, what we're looking for. So, I'm going to actually jump in this race, completely ignore those cars, and jump in the TT. So I've got a 15-minute practice qualifying session, followed by a 4-lap race probably, I'm guessing. So yeah, should be good. Hopefully we can get some decent racing in. So here we go. Let's have a quick look at the settings. We're on the hard tyre. I think that's what will really hurt the TT. TT's a good car around here, but maybe not on the hard tyre. But we'll give it a go and see. Whoa, that's wide. I actually really like this track. I didn't used to like it because of that chicane of death, but I'm more and more used to it and started liking it eventually. It's taken a while, but I got there in the end. One of the things that did actually make me enjoy it a bit more was the Lewis Hamilton time trial. Too early on the brakes there. So this is quite convenient, this race, being a daily race this week, because Friday's GTTCC Gran Turismo Touring Car Championship Race 2 is going to be held around here, the reverse grid race. So it's good to have a few laps before that goes and gets going. Definitely not quite got the braking capabilities on these hard tyres that I would expect. So just got to bear that in mind. So it shouldn't have been too bad a first lap, I don't think. But certainly time to be gained on that. So it's a 1:47.1 in the end. Oh, deep into there. Missed that first apex by a mile. Try and carry some kind of speed and keep it going. Hello and welcome, thanks for joining me. Definitely trickier on these hard tyres, getting it stopped. We're in the qualifying session at the moment. Just got about, what's that, 12 minutes, 11 minutes left to get a qualifying time in, and then I'll have the first daily race, B race of today, of the new week's races as well. Get loads of understeer in the TT, so you need to make sure you got it more or less in a straight line before you start thinking about putting your foot down again, because you do it too early, it'll just create more understeer and drag you out wide, or just skim the wall. That's not good. So terrible into that last corner there, way too deep. So a bit of a lap wasted really. Right, let's improve. I hate going round and getting worse rather than faster. Too early on the brakes this time. Try and keep it nice and clean through here. You can gain a lot of time through this section if you get it right. So I need to make sure I get this braking right this time. That's a bit better. Skipped over the apex, which unsettled the car a little bit, so probably not the best line. Over the curb, should I say, not apex. No! Too slow to get it. The weight transferred back through the right hander, so carried the weight to the wall. Slow on exit, it's going to be a slightly faster time, but not brilliant. Right, come on. Took too much of that curb on the fast right hander, unsettled the car too much, nearly got the braking wrong because of it. Just about managed to have time to still get the braking done. Build the speed in 5th gear all the way up here now, hopefully. So I can improve on this time by just going faster through the chicane of death, basically. Trying to get my foot down early out of that last corner, but again just caused myself a little bit of understeer, a bit of a problem really. It's a bit too keen. 146.486 in the end, not too bad. The fastest guys in the world are sub 145, so tells me there's a lot of time to be made up there. I'm not in the car that they've done it in, but just try again, try and improve again this lap. Lots a bit of time coming out of there. Unsettled the car, hitting the curb too much. Oh no. Just about managed to avoid the gravel. That was closer. Not a great lap. Half a second down. See if we can get this chicane of death a bit better. Still not quite nailed it. Bit fast that time. Still a bit of time to be made up through there. But obviously it's risky stuff. So another slower lap, let's try again. We're on to lap 6 now. Better line through that section. It's good. Hello and thank you for joining me this afternoon. Come on. So that's made up time through there. Hey, nice. It's a difference in the qualifying lap really, in the qualifying time is that corner. If you can get it right you can gain a lot. Bit slow out of the last corner. Lost a touch of time, but overall it's an improvement. It's a 1:46.3. So let's go again. See if we can improve. Starting to struggle to think about where I can make the time now. I know where I was slow before and I was making a few little mistakes, but that's I've kind of nailed those mistakes now, and it's just down to the tiny details now to gain that bit more time. Like that, a better exit out of there for example, gains me a bit of time. Turned in a little bit too early then. You want to turn in early through that corner, but not that early. So give myself a bit of a bad line to deal with. Tiny little lift just to get the car settled through there as well, so I've lost time. And the small differences. Come out of here in third. It seems to work out all right. So it's not going to be an improvement this one unless I can gain a quarter of a second in the last corner. Try a different line, see if I can gain anything. Go for a really late apex. back on the power as early as possible. Did actually gain time. Not the way to do it in the race, because you're just opening up the invitation for a guy behind to have a go, but if there's no one behind you, obviously take that line. But if you're in a race and there's someone right behind you, do not take that line, because the guy behind you is just going to take that as an invitation and dive down the inside of you. And then when you cut back to the apex, he's probably going to be sat there trying to get through the corner himself, because you've just allowed him to go up the inside. Come on, slightly better exit, you can definitely gain time through that corner. Turned in a little bit too late this time, conscious that I was turning in too early. We've gone too far the other way. So I think I've pretty much, for me anyway, I'm sure there's people out there that be able to get a faster time out of it, but for me I feel like I've pretty much got the time out of the TT here, not on this lap in particular, but with that fastest lap I think it's a reasonable lap for this car. So hopefully see how we go in the race. I've dropped back down to being DR rating B, so the guys I'm racing against aren't quite as quick as they have been in the last couple of weeks. Well, in theory, lies. So, starting in 8th. Not brilliant, but the guys in front, their lap times aren't massively quicker than mine, and 2 guys behind me aren't much slower either, so it's about, what's that, about 7 of us that are roughly around the same lap time, very close indeed. And then there's a few that have put in quite, the top 3 basically have put in quite a bit quicker lap, about half a second quicker overall. So, got our work cut out by the look of it. Yeah, heading to warm up. So yeah, 8th. Let's see where we can get. One thing to consider on this track is you don't really want to be following through that chicane of death too closely, if you can help it. So it's always one thing to, oh god, you literally do not want to be warm-up is done. We're about to start. There's only one way to start the monster I bought earlier. For some reason I've got a bad connection. Not sure why. So it's a rolling start, and we'll find ourselves on the start-finish straight before we actually get going, which is good. I'll read that in a message. I'll read that message in a minute. Just about to get going. Here we go. So how many laps are we? 4 laps. Quite good as this TT when you're following people, so hopefully that'll come into its own. Oh, went for a gap that wasn't really there, so he rightfully shut the door on me. Guys in front are battling away, bit of contact here and there. Do not really want to be running side by side through here. Give him a little bit of room. That was close. Someone's gone into the chicane. Oh, just about ghosted before I hit them. Oh God. That was a scary couple of corners then. That was lucky that that guy ghosted, because it must have been milliseconds off not ghosting him, me collecting him then. Looked like I actually hit him, but didn't affect my car. So lap 1 over and done with. Let's hope for a better lap 2. Someone's gone wide. Give him room. Oh, good job he ghosted. Bloody hell. Would have taken me out as well. Good job ghosting his own. That's 2 incidents where in the real world that they pretty much died. So a bit of argy-bargy going on from the cars in front. See if I can slip down the inside as they're distracted with each other. He's gone wide through no fault of mine, so no guilt through that one. Make up another position. We're up into 4th, going alright. Got another compromised run through here. I don't really want to back out. I want this guy to back out. Will he? Will he back out? Nope, he's put me into the wall instead. Nice, thanks mate. Just completely slowed us both right down. Oh, what an idiot. So he's obviously got a chip on his shoulder because I tried to overtake him in a place where most people won't try and overtake, but I'm confident enough to try it. And now he's ramming everyone in front by the look of it, so works out in my favour, get past him. And it just gives me another position by hitting someone else as well. Just try and get away from him, and he's going to try and kill me. I'm expecting him to spear me into this corner now, see if he comes for me. If not, I can try and work my way back up. Is he coming? No. It's got closer though. Ooh. But he's going to take his penalty in a minute, so... There he is, spearing. He missed me. Hit someone else. I knew it were coming. That guy's gone wide, so I'm up into 3rd. What a random race this is so far. Up and down. Got nowhere to go, so I can follow as closely as possible. That's all I can really do. And go for an overtake down into this tight right-hander. Surprised he hasn't gone defensive. He's in the Lambo, so in theory I can outbrake him. But he's got the straight line speed. You can get past without hitting me. Oh, aim too close to it. I try and get as close to that right hand wall as possible. Oh, I've messed it up for myself there. God damn, that's the one thing I didn't want to do. I can handle everyone else's terrible driving. Well, just about handle it. But I certainly didn't want that to happen. So down into 6th. 1 lap left, see if we can make it work. Started in 8th, so it's not too bad. I'm still up from where I started. Yeah, that was a bad mistake. Just tried to be a little bit too greedy. Pinch. A bit too much room towards that wall. Got a bit of a gap to the guy behind now. We're catching, we still have got a chance of a podium here potentially, if it goes well, and not so well for the guys in front. Got a good run. Keep it going, don't let that curb unsettle the car. TT versus TT, so I'm not going to push it to outbrake him. Not in the same car. It's good braking and in the TT. Anyway, one of them's gone off. Looked like a contact to send him flying into the shadow realm. This time I got it right, but the TT in front was incredibly slow. So nowhere to go. If I'd have timed that slightly better, could have had the exit and got the overtake done on him, but caught him right in the middle of the chicane. So didn't use the speed that I had to my advantage, and it's going to be a 5th in the end by the look of it. So that could have gone better, but it could have gone worse, I guess. Bit of a random one. More fancy a pint in a bit? Yeah, why not? Probably, what time? Only one though. Probably about 4. Something like that. 10 past 4, something. Miller's. If you're still watching, that is. I wasn't expecting it to be a message from you, I'll be honest. So yeah, that could have gone better. I feel like I could have had a win if I'd have driven a little bit better in that race. Could have potentially had a win in that one. Hitting that chicane just ruined any chance of that for me. So yeah, that's the end of that one. I'm going to leave before that guy sends me abusive messages. Cheers, Molly. Right, see you there. Right. Guess I'll do the same one again. Got 8 minutes to re-qualify, so just in the interest of interestingness, if that is such a thing, I'm going to pick a different car, basically. Oh, I've got top qualifying time in amongst the friends. So the Huracan, I'm going to go F-Type out of those. Mind you, there's only one F-Type up there. The RCF's not a bad car. Brakes are pretty terrible on the RCF. And the Huracan I don't like really, so out of those we'll try the RCF, I think. Where is it? There we go. I've driven it quite a bit recently. I've put an absolutely shockingly bad livery on it. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Bit good about that race. Thinking about it afterwards. Could have definitely had a better one. It's going quite well for the first 2 laps. So the same track, but different car this time. Nothing to really change. I'm going to put the brake balance towards the front because there's no tyre wear to worry about. Corner looks really narrow then, it looked like a different corner. Anyway, just me. So, let's see what we can get out of this, if we can beat what I've done in the TT qualifying wise in this car that's meant to be technically faster around this track. God, I even said it earlier, the brakes are terrible, and just proved it to myself there with the first corner. Oh my God, how much understeer? I'm going to retry that again. Just in the interest of not wasting laps. It's kind of wasted already. That's a really bad exit out of the last corner. So much understeer through there. Alright, let's go. So I've just got to remember to brake a little bit earlier everywhere basically, and I should be okay. Ooh, not very smooth through there. The rear wants to kill me. Feels like it wants to come round a little bit. Don't feel like a particularly quick car so far, but I'm sure it's just the corner exits where it just gains that little bit more acceleration a bit quicker and probably gains the time. I don't actually feel much quicker or any different really, apart from the brakes. So first fast lap in it, let's see what it is. Doesn't look too bad actually, what is it? No, 146.7, so not too bad for the first lap in it. Feel like the brake bias is a little bit wrong. To come off the brakes, the rear wants to slide a little bit and you're just losing time as soon as it happens. Put it to 0 and start again. See where we are at 0. It seems to work lovely around that corner, but everywhere else it's not. It doesn't really work. I'm not too far down, it's a 10th down really, so let's see if I can regain that. I've just completely messed that up. Regain that coming through this last sector. Oh, big bounce off that curb. Not a lot I could really do about that then. I'm already committed to it. Feels a little bit right to the front. Right, should just about get another lap in, so just keep it there and see if the brake bias helps for this lap. Not a great line. Got to wait forever to get back on the power because of that terrible line. Oops. I think this is my problem. I can't drive this car. See it on the leaderboard and see that it's a quick car, but when I jump in it, I'm just never that great in it. I always feel like I'm losing time everywhere. Yeah, we'll give it a go, see what it's like in a race. Certainly not going to improve on this last lap though, not unless I do something spectacular. God, it does not like that curb. That's going to be a risky one through the race. That's the thing about that TT, although I hit the wall one lap and made it a lot harder a race for myself. I have a lot of confidence through that chicane of death in that TT. Just takes those curbs quite nicely. So that's a slower lap again, and that's pretty much the end of qualifying. And there we go. So wait a minute or two, start another race. Time is it? Yeah, should be alright. So I'm in 6th this time round without improving the qualifying time, so that's good. But it's a bit of a worry that I haven't improved my qualifying time in a car that's technically probably a little bit quicker. So yeah, probably go backwards in this race if I'm not careful. But yeah, struggling with this Lexus a little bit. Everyone says it's quick, but I don't see it myself. But we'll stick with it. There's not a lot I can do now anyway. I've entered a race in it now. I went a little bit wide, but the guy in front got it even worse. Braking on the rumble strips, probably not the best idea. Right, come on. See what we can do. Oh god. Something in my eye. Right. Here we go. Second attempt at Daily Race B. So I've got a Lexus behind me as well. So it shouldn't be too big a worry. Lambo in front, rather close in front as we come through this fast section. Gotta stick with him. Guys in front are already pulling off. So many innuendos you could make through racing. I hate that corner for that, the fact that you can take it a lot better than someone else and you don't gain any advantage because they're just there in front of you. You've got nowhere to go. So you can be a god through there, but if the guy in front's terrible, you haven't really got an advantage. Got that bunched up 3 wide for a second then. There's the guys next to me have a bit of contact and one of them collects me. Up into third. Didn't see that one happening at the beginning of that lap. So let's see how we can go for the rest of this one. See if we can make it into an opportunity for first now. Still there. Got to give him a bit of room. Did well there, to be fair to him, keeping it there. I'm going to have to back out of this, but I don't want him to think so. The main thing is we retain a bit of a gap to the guys behind. Don't want to be battling away and losing too much of a position. Too much time, should I say. Chose not to go down the inside because again it would have just slowed us both down. So try and follow him through rather disastrously. And try the move in a more intelligent place really. Down here potentially if I can get it done, but I'm too far behind really. Alright, hopefully he's fast through the chicane because otherwise he's just going to hold me up again. I kind of want to back off a little bit just to make sure I've got a bit of space if I do get it right. Oh, for frig's sake, I didn't get it right. The complete opposite. Oh, that's 2 races in a row now I've hit the wall. It's only frigging 4 laps. And everyone's gone past, so down into 10th. With a wall collision penalty of 5 seconds as well, so that's gone well. I don't think he deserved the penalty since the wall collision itself is a bad enough penalty. I've gone into 10th position and I've still got a 5-second penalty as well. Bit harsh, but there you go. That's Gran Turismo for you. Well, will it ever go well for me in one of these streams? Who knows, maybe one day. See if we can catch back up though. I've still got 2 laps, so let's see if we can make a position after my 5-second penalty lies. It's going to be tricky. So penalty line's coming up. I think it's up here. Yep. Slow me down that much, I didn't even need to brake into that. Right, away we go for our second race of this race in a way. See if we can get 9th position now, new little target after hitting the chicane. Guys in front are actually battling away, so if they continue doing that then might bring me back into it a little bit. Started in, oh god, I've nearly done it again. God, got the gearing wrong because of my fear as well, of getting it wrong. Ooh, that was close, so I'm actually getting overtaken now. Get the slipstream. Well, that's late. Can I still get it? No. Messing up the guys behind, trying to keep out of the way. As soon as I got that completely wrong, it's only fair to them. And this race is gone now anyway, so I'm not too fussed. We're on the last lap, and I mean, best I'm going to do is 10th by the look of it. And that's if I'm lucky. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Pushing me wide there. on, let's get 10th back at least. Regain some kind of pride. Oh, he's gone slow. Right, I'm going to have them both out of the chicane. Here we go. Maybe even before. Oh, don't do this to me. Look how slow. Massive lift to not hit them. Didn't actually touch the brakes, but a massive lift. Are they both going to go deep? Is there any contact? No. That's it, 11th in the end. Oh, what a shower of bad racing. I won't swear. That was bad. So that's 2 races in a row ruined by the chicane of death. One, exactly the same thing as well, exact same mistake, both races. Consequences weren't quite as bad in the first race, but that one ruined me. Oh yeah, that's the end of that. I'm going to see if Daily Race C is available. If it is, I'm going to jump in that and make that the last one of today. It's not up at the moment. It starts at 1:30, so that's going to be cutting it fine for getting to the pub. Afternoon, Ricky, how's it going? Right, well, I might just do the same one again. Go back in the TT, I think. Yeah. In the interest of time, I'm going to go out shortly, so I'm going to, instead of waiting around for another race to start and the qualifying and everything, I'll just jump in this one, even though I did plan on doing Daily Race C. I'm not going to end up doing it, and I'm just going to do the third, a third Daily Race B in a row. So this time around, I'm going to go back in the TT. I feel like I've got a better chance around here in the TT. And hopefully improve on qualifying as well. Got what, 7.5 minutes to set another time. So with any luck, I'll do that and improve. How's it going, Ricky? You alright? Oh, looking forward to Friday already. Should be good. So, let's just quickly check. Nothing. Yeah, I've got the bias to the front. Away we go. Waste no time. So it's about 7 minutes. Right. Almost slowing can to try and get a better lap time out of it. Probably trying a little bit too hard to go fast, and that's where you start making mistakes. I'll have a look at that in a second. Yeah. Well, I watched a bit of your race from the replay back, and yeah, you seemed to have an unlucky one really. It didn't seem like you did that much wrong. In the Ferrari, that is. And yeah, just seemed a bit unlucky. So yeah, hopefully you can have a few better races on Friday. I'm sure you will, mate. You're perfectly capable of doing so. I just hope I can keep up my decent results now I've started. Actually got some decent results on the board. Touch of the wall, that's not going to help back qualifying time. Right. I feel like I was in the zone on this track a day or two ago, and now I've lost it a little bit. I suppose it's the hard tyre that doesn't help. I'm not considering the fact that I'm on that hard tyre very much, and it does make a hell of a difference compared to the super softs that I've been used to driving around here on. That's a better exit. Yeah, exactly. I'm a bit like that. You've got to consider sometimes, yeah, top 10 finish is good when you're racing in League 1 and everyone's fast. So a bit like that sometimes on myself. Think, oh, it's a crap race, but you've got to actually take a step back and think, oh, I'm racing against some really good guys here. To be fair, if I get some good results, I'm happy. I shouldn't be too disheartened when it doesn't go that well for me, because the guys around me are perfectly capable of winning races as well. So yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Look at the time just growing at the bottom from getting that chicane right. On the power a little bit too early, so I had to lift a little bit and then get back on it. Otherwise it would have just sent me out wide, so I've lost a little bit of time from doing that. So 146.4, bloody hell, I thought that was going to be an improvement then. Felt like quite a good lap. So I've got a few more attempts to go before I run out of time. Better out of there again. You can gain time through that first corner if you hit it confidently enough and cleanly enough, most importantly. Bit understeery through there, that's not good. Third gear is definitely the way out of there in this car anyway. Just lost a bit of time from trying, second gear, bad line into there. Oh, this is a wasted lap again. God damn. How's it going, Darren? Good to see you, mate. Seen you getting involved quite a bit in the MRC as well. It's good to see. Shame there was no place for you in the GTTCC, but I know you're down as a backup driver, so hopefully you get a chance at some point, and if not, jump in the practice lobbies that are always, well, say always, but they're up most nights, and quite often late afternoons as well. Right, I've got one more chance to improve here. This is the lap, hopefully. Oh, a bit slow coming out of there, lost time. I'll get to those messages in a second. I want to just try and get this last lap in if I can. I think I'm going to run out of time if I'm honest, but if I can, I want to. I've got a slight chance of improving if I play my cards right and I can finish this lap. I don't think I can though, like I said. That's the lap time of finish, so it's highly unlikely I'm going to get to the end now. Could do with an extra like 20 seconds really. No, there's no chance I'm going to get to the finish line. But you never know, sometimes it does take forever on these. I don't think it's an improvement though. No, I'm 0.4 down on my 4 tenths down on my fastest time, which wasn't actually that quick either. So I can't improve in qualifying, but I can certainly keep it in the 46s, but not get much quicker. So I did get to finish that time, but it's not an improvement. Oh, how's it going, Andre? I'm gonna make this my last race, by the way, just to let you know. Yeah, mate, can't wait to do racing. Yeah, definitely. I'd definitely recommend jumping in, and whenever you see anyone practicing for MRC or anything like that, jump in and have a go. Most people are pretty friendly as well, so yeah. Yeah, good to see you again, Andre. Though seem to be here every time. So starting in 6th with my 146.3 yet again, yet to improve. Yeah, it's quite convenient that it's come up this week, I must say. Dragon Trail, Group 4, seeing as though that's pretty much the second race on Friday night. Obviously, it's not 4 laps long, it's half an hour long, the Friday night race, but 147.666, the devil. What car was that in, Andre? Definitely time to be out there, though. Oh shit. How are you not Welsh with that kind of name? As if it's a second quicker, but the 666 bit as well. Nice. Right, race 3 on this same track. Let's have a better one, please, please, please. Keep it at that friggin' chicane. I'm going to back off. If I need to back off through there, I'm going to. I'm not going to push through there. It don't gain you much anyway, like I've said already. You just go into the guy in front of you. Yeah, probably I'll be on actually doing a bit of not very serious, but league racing later on tonight, about 9 o'clock I think it is. So might see you before that. If not, I'll see you some other time, no doubt. But yeah, it's the best advice I can give anyone really. If you're new to it and you're trying to get faster in the Group 4s for the championship, then jump in all the practice lobbies. Tend to be like really quick guys in there as well. That's probably why they're quick, because they're always in there practicing all the time. But you come up against some of the really quick guys, it's not just well, it ends up being mixed between all abilities through all the leagues, so it's good. Right, first real corner, here we go. Straight onto the back of the Lexus, which has touched the back of the the Beamer in front. Just prevented me from getting a bit of a run on him then, because he slowed me down, slightly hesitated me. Nice and calm through there. Let the guys behind battle away a little bit, gain a little bit of a gap and then go again. Let the gap separate in front. It's the problem on a track like this sometimes. You could get an overtake done, but because there's a guy right in front of the guy you're trying to overtake, you haven't got room to like slot in. so can be a bit of a problem. Anyway, see how we go. I'll stop talking. Can't really see what's going on ahead. Gonna back off a little bit just in case. Get the speed through, make sure I've, I thought I was gonna hit him then. Just about missed him. So managed to get past, up into fourth, nice. Right, hopefully he's not a maniac that's gonna dive back on me now. He appears not to be, which is good. That's not bad, lap one. Let's actually carry on, miss the chicane every time, and hopefully have a good race here. It's been my problem so far. I've had decent races, but just had that chicane hit to compete with in both of them so far. Penalty going to get served in front of us in a second. Guy behind still on my tail, not dropping him off. Oh. Bit unsettled as I cut the curb a bit too much. You can get away with it obviously, but it just makes the next braking zone a little bit unpredictable. So up into third as he serves his penalty. Just keep it going now. Hopefully I've got a chance at building a gap to the guy behind, so I can just ease off through the chicane and not have to risk it too much. Basically, that'd be nice, but that's a luxury on this track, so I've got to be able to do it and build the gap. I've taken a bad line. Guy behind's gone wrong though. He's hit the wall by the look of it, so it's definitely bought me a big gap. Right, I can just focus on these two in front now, side by side as well they are, so that's going to slow them both down. Got a nice slipstream all the way down this long straight now as well, which helps, obviously. Guy behind doesn't have anywhere near the same kind of slipstream, so he's losing out. Bit aggressive from the guy in yellow, so gonna watch out for him if I have a chance to get past. Don't want that guy in yellow to actually have a chance of pulling away really, so it looks like he's getting a bit of a gap, so could do with getting past this Lexus. I want to try and win this one. First two races haven't gone brilliantly. I've got the line to come back, yes. Don't do it mate, what are you doing? I've even put myself on the outside. You've got the line, pal. I just wanted the run, just wanted the space to carry the speed, that's all. Some people will battle every single corner for that position. Anyway, fair play to him. Keeps his second position without too much drama. Nothing too naughty going on. Oh, that was close to the left hand side of that chicane. Very close. Worried me for a second. The guy in yellow's got that little bit of a gap coming on to the last lap in a minute after this corner. Really need to force the issue to get past this guy at the beginning of this lap to have any chance of winning this race now, unless there's a big mistake ahead. It's going to be Flo Matty's race really. He's gone late on the brakes as a Lexus, or the Beamer, whatever it is, the Lexus. This is my chance down into here, I think. Can I? It's a bit late. Got the move. Got it side by side at least. Couldn't quite, because I dived so late, then I couldn't quite push it on the exit because I'd have just been forced in contact really. Well, give me some room, pal. Every race something goes on. Oh, sorry, collected him. I really didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, I can't get going. Oops, I just completely obliterated that guy. This guy's going to have a dive now because he's got the run on me, so I'll defend. Dirty tyres. It's all going on. I can't. What is it with this track? I hope it goes better than this on Friday. Cannot get a Group 4 around here without incidents going on everywhere I go. I've not actually lost massive time, but I've lost a position. Can I keep third? Just about by the look of it. Yeah. That was a hairy one. Sorry to that guy who I took out, that was bad. Trying to get that line back was proving a little bit tricky, as you might have seen. Yeah, absolutely wiped him out. If that was a league race, I'd have been feeling really, really guilty about that, because that was, I ended up fourth in the end with my penalty. Yeah, if I had taken someone out like that in a league race, then I'd have been absolutely gutted about that one, so luckily I can get away with a little bit more in the old dailies. It's just someone I don't know, so I feel bad for doing it though. Didn't intend on it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You could argue, yes, I should have waited and got back on track safely and all that, but I don't know what else I could have done through there really. I was completely trying to catch it after that moment where he tipped me onto the grass on the outside, left me no room, tipped me onto the grass, lost it completely going into that corner, then had to try and regain it through 3 of the trickier corners to keep the line through on a good lap with a good entry. So yeah, I had absolutely no choice really. Well, I did, but that's what I ended up doing in the end, and that's what ended up happening. So sometimes it goes better than others, but yeah, took someone out in that occasion. I wish I knew his name and I'd throw an apology up there, but I don't know who it was, so I won't bother. Hey, dear me. Right. Again, I could sniff a win then. There was definitely a win on the cards in that one. If I could have got past that slightly naughty Lexus in front of me. Well, like my Nations Cup points, by the way, 64. Yeah, if I could have got past that Lexus in front of me, I might have actually had a chance of pressuring, maybe possibly getting the win. But yeah, it all ended as soon as he put me on the grass there, really. Well, is that a bad line from me? Or was that bad awareness from him? I'm not sure, a bit of both, maybe. I do sometimes think I do take quite unpredictable lines. Right, this is available now, but I haven't really got time to do it now. So I'm going to pretty much leave it there because I'm not going to do another Group 4 race. Terrible results in the end, really. Could have done a lot better. Just check actually what I am. So I'm right at the top of B. I've nearly got back into A. Anyway, yeah, right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining me and watching. Hopefully you have a go yourselves and do a bit better than I have. Hopefully I see some race wins posted on the MRC and other groups. It'll be good. And yeah, hopefully someone else does a video and I can get some tips off someone else who can actually race around here. Anyway, take care. See you again soon. I've been ADG and adios. Give us a like if you've liked it. Give us a subscription if you want to subscribe. Take care. Bye 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 bye.